Previously on Survivor.
I got a message from Jackson.
I'm saying like, oh my god, Megan, I want you to like date Jackson on the other tribe.
So if any girl wants a showmance and it's gonna make them loyal to me, absolutely down.
Yeah, let's split the vote and then
Tell them to vote for each other.
I just talked to Nate, and I've been lied to.
Jack, if that's the plan.
yeah, I'll vote Jack.
That's the plan.
He knows everything that's going on in our tribe because he's heard it from Ivy, who's heard it from Ben.
I don't know what to do, Jack. I don't know how to say which word.
We're good. Yeah, we're good. Let's get rid of Nate. Okay. Let's get rid of Nate.
Sorry, Nate.
Ben.
What?
The tribe has spoken.
We just got voted out. Are you kidding me?
Basically, the tribe dynamic is complete butt crack. Like, straight up, there is no more dynamic, and hopefully we swap.
Hey, I'm just really sorry.
No, it's okay. Hold on. I just don't want to say anything.
They voted me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. We were gonna tell you, but then we weren't sure if you were gonna like tell Ben.
Why would I tell them if they were gonna vote me?
Because you literally just voted Jack, and we weren't sure if the idol was.
You guys were never gonna vote with me.
We were, okay?
You told me that you weren't. So is that a lie?
No, we were, and then we weren't, and then we were.
And then we weren't sure what you were
weren't.
gonna do.
That's kind of the goal, was to not know what I was gonna do.
Yeah, I know. Obviously.
Well, I realized you, you guys were, everyone was lying to me.
Everybody in the
You
school
tried
also-
was lying.
Yeah, but some people a little more than others.
You
too,
were
though.
voting Katie. Okay, I'm sorry, Nate.
I gave them popcorn.
Okay, you never gave me popcorn.
I know!
Well, I don't think it's that big of a deal.
I'm
I mean,
sorry.
if we don't band together, we're all fucked.
No, we literally have
So-
to.
We just have to like pretend this week didn't happen.
And I think we're all gonna be fine.
Hi.
If we stick together. Hi.
I gave you popcorn.
I know.
Sorry, guys. Never share your snacks.
It fucking worked!
Where are you?
Oh my
I
god!
can't even believe you pulled that off.
I can't believe that.
I was really, really happy. Like when Ben got up to leave and he was so mad, I was like, I don't even feel bad a little bit. Like, yeah, Ben's my friend and whatnot, but like, bro, you were gonna vote Jack out. Like,
If I can somehow convince Ben to still vote for Nate, we can still all vote for Ben, and there's no fear of.
Nate also told me that Ben has been talking to Ivy and like everyone on their tribe, and I don't know if that's true.
So
But-
potentially I'm thinking about telling them that Ben has been telling everything to Ivy. If they don't know that at this point, maybe that would make them kind of lose some trust in Ben, to potentially maybe figure out a way to get him out, keep working together with them.
Do I really care that like Ben probably is gonna figure out that I'm I'm not selling secrets, I'm telling my teammates about this? No, because Ben is my biggest threat. I don't care about him, he needs to go. And this is probably gonna help with Ben being voted off, because clearly now Jack knows that Ben is working with me, but am I really working with Ben? That's the question.
what kind of world does he live in?
Bow down to King Ben.
Like, that's not how it works. And he shouldn't be mad at us for playing the game.
This is like exactly what happened on his season. Like, literally neither of us are learning from our mistakes. I don't even know if this is the best long-term thing for me to vote out Ben. You know what? Ben's not working. Ben was about to blindside me.
But then I don't know where that leaves Katie and Nate.
Jack told us about all the idol stuff that we were the reason we didn't trust him was because he lied about his idol stuff.
Yeah.
And then he came clean about it and was like, I want to work with you guys, and was like, I want to vote Nate out.
Unfortunately, how this vote turned out is I started the week at the bottom and I ended the week still on the bottom.
I feel very insecure about my game because I feel very clueless after the last vote. It really shook me, and I have no Ben anymore who I feel good about.
I'm scared of Jack because I wrote his name down.
Was it too early to make that big of a move? Probably. Did I have really a lot of other options? No.
And I don't feel good about working with anyone on El Norte, so like I feel like Tokidoki people are like my future.
Like I'm literally hanging on by a thread, and that thread is my alliance with Ivy. Me and Ivy can really kind of work underground.
Ben leaving was a huge relief on my part, just because I didn't trust Ben at all. Like, so I was so ready to just be like, deuces, bye Ben, I don't need this.
After the tribal council, Ben texted me saying like, win this, love you, like you deserve to win, which was like actually really, really like heartbreaking.
I mean, he really had no shot in this game. Kind of feel bad, but whatever.
I've critiqued Ben's game a ton, but I still definitely think Ben's like a great person, and the fact that he like texted me like as he's leaving the game saying like I hope you win, like you deserve to win, was like actually like really meant a lot to me, and it was really sweet.
The reason I kind of wanted him around was because he was going to be the biggest target come swap, and Tokidoki would all be united against him.
And I actually feel really bad for him, because to be the first returning to go just like sucks. Like I didn't want to be the first returning to go. And B, just to like not make it to the swap, to not make it to the merge, to make it to the jury, like that's all like, that's like what you want when you like come into Survivor, so it sucks for him that he didn't get that.
Tree mail! How exciting! Let me read it to you. So, Tokidoki, choose 3 warriors to represent your tribe. You have 24 hours to come up with a unanimous decision as a tribe. If a decision is not reached within 24 hours, El Norte will select your tribe's warriors.
Like, I'm thinking swap. I'm thinking, alright, this is how they're doing the swap. I'm having flashbacks to season 1, especially because the Summit episode is airing Friday, and it sounds like this is similar to the Summit. So I was like, well, holy shit, like, here we go again.
What could it mean? As a student of the game, obviously it reminds me of Season 3, Africa, the first time there was a tribe swap in Survivor.
We're selecting 3 warriors, El Norte is selecting 3 warriors, and they're forming a tribe of 6, and then the remaining 4 from my tribe and the 2 from El Norte are forming a tribe of 6.
So we get this text today in the group text, we get some tree mail. We have to...
Like a unanimous decision.
That's terrible.
Yeah, but it has to happen, because I don't want them to pick unless you use your connection to make them pick the way that we want.
Hey, you have connects too now.
I feel like it's not a real connect.
Yeah, wait, so how did that happen? I'll tell you about tell me about yours.
Okay, Jackson just was like, hey, it's your trial will happen, yeah, like we should talk. So I was like,
oh my god, I'm so jealous of you, that's amazing.
Yeah, so I've been like texting Matt like a little bit, like just throughout the season, kind of just like, yo, like hope you're safe tonight, blah blah. And then he calls me yesterday, and he's like we really need to talk, like.
So Ivy heard from Ben that things were blowing up on El Norte before their tribal council, like in like the 24 or 48 hours before the tribal council, like things were just starting to go crazy.
I mean, now, like, if I wanted to, and I am going to tell this to Jack.
I feel like
Are you close with Eliza?
She also, like, wanted to talk to me about
Together?
Yeah.
I got kind of concerned because, like, I wanted to make sure Jack knew about these changes of plans, because Ivy had mentioned some things that, like, Ben didn't totally trust Jack, and so we were thinking that maybe this could mean that Ben was trying to flip on Jack and send Jack home. When we set up a meeting, me, Matt, and Jack.
It definitely sounds like somebody within, like, the plan to split maybe doesn't think that's what's actually going to happen.
Yeah.
Basically. So I'm not sure if you knew that or if you thought like the split was on, but somebody thinks that the split isn't on.
And I think now there's kind of like this counter plan in place.
So do you feel pretty good then?
But I think the fact that we like thought it was important to warn him probably means that he can like trust us more now, because like we like tried to take care of him.
But this just goes to show, a public cross-tribe alliance can really fuck you over. Again, if it's public, which is why Jack and I's is private for now, I hope.
Questions that need answers, right? How does Jack know he's in trouble? How does he know? Matthew and Jack are working together. That's the only way that this is a plausible reaction to Jack knowing he's in trouble.
Have you talked to Matt since this thing has come out?
Yeah, he texted me. He's like, did you guys get the same thing, like sending 3 people? And he's like, yeah, and he wants to talk later tonight.
But we all kind of assumed it was going to be the 3 and 3 merging together as one tribe, and that's kind of how we treated it when we were determining who the 3 warriors would even be in the first place.
So if it is for a swap, then I feel like we would want to pick people who they would trust, like to be on their tribe or like trust theoretically.
Like put people in the 3 that they think they can swing.
Right, yeah. So like if Ben was still in there, it would be like you, because he thinks he can trust you, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that?
I'm fine with that.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. We were like, Ivy, you know Ben and Nate. Ben's gone, by the way. And we still didn't take Ivy out because, oh, you know Nate too. Cool.
Being on the swap tribe with Nate was a little bit more comforting because I knew if someone was going to tribal, like it was either both of us and we could work everyone else together to make sure none of us gets voted off. So it was just a little easier on my side with my alliance with Nate.
I should probably see Camilla. She's an idiot.
Shannon volunteered, which was surprising because she apparently talks to Camila and like thinks that that'll do something.
I'm not in a position where I feel comfortable at all with the Tokidoki tribe and like with any alliance.
And then there was a real long time where no one wanted to volunteer, and fucking Shannon said, I don't think it's a good idea to send all 3 girls. And Eliza jumped on that. I mean, she was real quick, like, yeah, I can't do that. Because that was like immediately foreclosed any possibility of her going.
Because no one from our tribe is going to want to be on this like 3-3 split tribe. Like everyone on our tribe is going to want to be in the majority tribe where like our people are in the majority.
So then it was just between me, Dale, and Matt. So we all sort of looked at one another.
I went to this in my season and made a bad choice. So I'm not trying it again.
Matt was like, nah, I fucked something up in season 1 like this. I'm not doing it. Dale and I basically didn't say a word.
So now do we have any more volunteers?
But like, it was pretty clear that we were not feeling it. So we talk about some bullshit, blah, 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 blah. And finally...
I'll do it. Yeah, if we don't not care about having it being 3 girls.
Yeah, I think Kat just wanted to be done with it.
Just to make it easier and so I can go to bed.
And I was like, thank God Kat is bad at this game.
Tokidoki's still going to be majority on one tribe.
Yeah.
Yeah. The majority can just throw the next challenge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A genius plan to get a 7-3 advantage going to merge. That is incredible.
Yeah.
If we could protect all of our own.
Mm-hmm.
So we came to an agreement as a tribe unanimously. Our 3 warriors are Shannon, Ivy, and Kat. Those are our 3. The 4 that are staying and will be joined by 2 El Nortes are me, Dale, Matt, Eliza.
Because like one of them might just
refuse to like be in the 2.
Because whoever's in the 2 is probably gonna be.
Whoever's in the 2 is they should realize that.
Like, it's not like us where like we have to volunteer to be in the 3. They're fighting to be in the 3.
Yeah.
I knew from just like obvious feeling and from Ivy that like if I was in the 2, if I was in the like 2, not in the 3 of our tribe, that I would be voted out.
Like going into it, I was like, how would we ever figure this out? Because who's gonna volunteer to be on the 2?
So,
I just don't get how
I mean, like, we
this
could just
works.
let them pick, but, like, that also seems like a bad move on our part, you know what I mean? It's, like, an impossible decision.
Yeah. Me, Jack, Camila, and Nate were talking for a bit before Megan got there, and we weren't really getting anywhere.
I just really feel like they're gonna pick me to be on the 2 anyways.
Off the bat, Jack pretty much was like, I can't be on the 2 because he's obviously a threat just being a returnee, and like if he's on the 2, that's almost like an automatic like out for him.
I don't think Jack should be on the 2 though.
2 people who are on the 2 stay together and be able to swing something against their tribe.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I know.
I'll be the 2. I don't care.
We discussed Nate and Camila, and Camila was down to do it, which was weird, but she was like, I'll do it with Nate. Then he left. Megan came in.
The benefit with being with Nate is that you can throw Nate under the bus. I'm with you, Megan, I'm not going to throw you under the bus.
Yeah, but if you're with Nate, he's also going to be throwing you under the bus. And you probably won't vote together.
And I'm probably way better at throwing him under the bus than he's throwing me under the bus.
And I think we texted Nate after he left and was like, would you do it with Camila? Are you like real about that? And he was like, no, I'm on the bottom. I'm not going to do that. So like, he like definitely was not okay with that. So then we're like, okay, that's out.
I think everyone on El Norte knows I'm not playing with them because they backstabbed me.
No, I just feel like I'm not gonna come out of this week.
It could be any of us, honestly.
I don't want Jack to get this really so.
We gotta be El Norte strong, you know, like how are we gonna keep us all alive?
I think we could do it. I honestly do. And I know you don't, like, I'm sure, like, the part of you, like, doesn't want to, like, trust me or whatever, but, like...
It's not that I don't want to trust you.
No, I know, but I think we could.
Figure something out with the Tokidoki people and maybe get one of them to turn on one of them, or I could just tell them what happened last tribal. Tell them I'm on the bottom. Jack did this whole thing. He's super scary. All this. So like, I was like, I think I would be okay on the 2 with Jack or Camila just because of all that stuff that happened.
I mean, I'll do it, but I'm sure I'll die.
Camila and I were like, alright, like, we'll do it, kind of.
Nate's on the 3, you guys throw.
We decided that the 3 who were selected would throw the next challenge to save the other 2 on the other tribe.
If I'm on the 3, because I feel like at least one returning is going to be on the 3, I would definitely go to convince them to get Nate.
And Jack was like, yeah, I'll throw Nate under the bus. Hopefully Kat's on the tribe. We can tell Kat how much Nate hates her and all this stuff. That was Jack's plan, and he felt good about it. It seemed like Camila and I stayed and talked after everyone left. And we're like, alright, how are we gonna do this?
Let's hope Jackson's on our tribe because I'll be wearing a lot of low cut shirts and I'll be all over him. I'm not joking.
You don't know it. Well,
I'm gonna make him fall in love with me if he's on our tribe. I'm being serious. I will make him fall in love with me just so that we can have the votes.
Okay, well then I don't have to do anything.
So that's like our best bet.
Alright, well let's not waste any more time to what we are gonna do today. So it's in my little bag here. It is some new, beautiful El Norte buffs for the 3 of you. This is an unfair color. Oh yeah! You guys can all drop your buffs, Tokidoki. You are swapping tribes. The 6 of you will be on El Norte going forward. The other 6
Alright, keep coming, Cooper.
The new Tokidoki.
So this is the new El Norte.
This is the new El Norte tribe.
I'm a little pissed off that I have to be like the new El Norte because I preferred the mint color of the other bandana. Or buff, sorry.
This is your tribe. Grab your stuff, head on out. Have a good day.
My tribe.
Welcome
to El Norte.
Ivy touched base. We're like, this is perfect. Like, she's like, you're safe till the merge. Like, I can guarantee it. And I was like, okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Ivy has met with Nate and basically was like, yeah, Nate seems like he'll flip to us pretty easily, like to vote out Jack or Megan. And then I talked to Megan and I basically, like, I'm not subtle. I was like, yo, it's pretty, like, me and Shannon and Ivy want to stay a trio. If you want to flip, let me know.
Nate? Not a fan. Lime green's your favorite color? Miss me with that?
I'm really taking it on a week-by-week basis now because, like, we just fighting for our life. We got enemies out in this field.
But, I think Nate could be somebody that we could easily get a flip vote on, or, like, get some people on Tokidoki to vote for, because he's an abrasive personality. He's been kind of obnoxious to people.
My goal is just to make it to be the last El Norte member, because even Ivy was like, it's gonna be impossible for me to, like, have you voted off over, like, someone like Jackson or, like, Matt or Did. Like, it's just not gonna happen, like, a lot. So people will walk down the stairs.
I'm trying to consider what sort of alliance or bond has formed between Eliza, Matthew, Jackson, and Dale.
Having Kat and Shannon with me on the swap tribe set over first made me realize the guys have to be having an alliance of some sort, because they were just so easy to send all of us over.
The fact that the boys aren't threatened by an all-girls alliance, to me, means that Eliza is working really close with one, two, or all three of them.
I really wasn't, like, close to them or a big fan of them. Like, I had neutral feelings about Kat and Shannon, but once we were on the swap together, I was like, these are not neutral feelings anymore. Like, these are people I need to be working with, because we were all three sent over.
Me and Shannon and Ivy are, like, pretty, like, we are interacting a lot in, like, this group chat that we have called Big Warrior Girls.
You literally put me, Kat, and Ivy together.
In a freaking,
Like,
yeah, exactly.
Crafted a dynamic trio, so don't know why.
Warrior women.
Yeah, warrior women.
The idea of a female alliance, like, makes a lot of sense right now. We are strongest in our tribe. Like, yeah, I don't really want to work with two of the girls that I've already made clear.
Ivy, I'm going to like more and more. But Kat? Girl, I don't like you. I don't like talking to you. I don't like listening to you. And it's just, like, sad for me. Let me repeat, I do not want to be on a tribe with Ivy and Kat.
Like, I told Jackson on the phone the other day that the two people it would be worst for me to be swapped with would be Ivy and Kat. The idea of a female alliance, like, makes a lot of sense right now.
All right, just a public service announcement here that I made the swap. Back to back, 2 for 2 on making the swap. Huge accomplishment, I know.
I think I have a good tribe of me, Matt, Dale, Jackson, Katie, and Camila.
Not really all that thrilled that we have to work with the North Campus nerds. I like to call them El Nerd Day. Ain't gonna touch the Tokidoki, so we'll keep the NCNs, North Campus nerds, at a distance. Make sure we pick them off one by one.
Me, Dale, Eliza, Matt are the 4 biggest threats in this game. I think people know that.
I want to be surrounded by people who are also considered threats, so that, like, when the tides turn, like, I don't get the boot. So that, like I don't want to go early merge again. Like, I've been there, done that. Let's make it a bit further.
These are 3 people, or 4, like a group of 4 that all, like, really trust each other. We're solid. Even if we lose, like, there's a small chance that any of us flip on each other, I think, because we all kind of need each other.
Ivy, Kat, and Shannon all, like, pseudo volunteered themselves to be on the tribe of 3 and 3 with the promise of us throwing the challenge.
Literally, they're not gonna flip on each other, and they're gonna vote. They're just gonna throw it, and then me and Katie are gonna go home. One of us are gonna go home. 100% chance. Listen, I'm talking to the producers now. You need to make this challenge something that is not like, Because both tribes are gonna throw the challenge unless Megan and Jack don't, because now they're scared that Nate's gonna flip. And Nate's gonna flip and then Jack's gonna go home. You know what? I'm only on this stupid 2-person tribe because I didn't want Jack to be on the 2-person tribe. If they don't throw that challenge, I'll be super annoyed. They should throw it, right?
Camila and I are on the 2, right? We just gotta be tight with each other. Like, we gotta be strong and figure this out and, like, stick with each other. And in my head, I'm thinking, alright, well, I can do that. Or I can save myself and throw you under the bus.
Swaggy D checking in on the 1s and 2s. Some interesting things happened at the party, nothing too crazy.
Yes, I told you once, now I told you twice.
First, I showed up as my alter ego Mardi Gras boy. I was pretty much undercover, trying to figure out some survivor tactics, figure out the information. Hopefully people didn't recognize me.
At Cooper's party, I was like talking to Matthew and Dale.
So I was looking like this as Mardi Gras boy and saw Camila.
And I was feeling a little bit bold. And I go, are you guys gonna throw the challenge? And they were like, what? No, of course we're not gonna throw the challenge.
I'm like, yeah, of course I'm gonna throw the challenge. Yeah, we're probably gonna throw at least one challenge.
And I was like, ugh, you guys are lying to me. And I feel very lied to.
Also said that she volunteered to be on the 2, which is just absolutely like the most mind-blowing move you could make. Don't know why she would volunteer to do so. Kind of a rookie mistake on her part.
Also at the party, I guess I maybe did some foolish things. I put like makeup on today just in case Jackson decides that he wants to like me and then not vote me out.
We talked for like an hour and a half when that conversation could have been like 5 minutes. Nothing was new that she told me. There was very little substance.
I was trying to flirt a little bit, just like a pretty decent amount of flirting.
She was trying to seem as likable as possible, maybe flirting a little, wearing a low-cut top.
I don't think it worked because I think he's a tricky boy.
Didn't really do anything, didn't change my mind.
I think he doesn't care about me, and I think he's gonna vote me out. And you know what? I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that doesn't happen.
Things are going well. We'll say Tuesday's the challenge, so we'll see what happens.
And if we win, it's super convenient.
Squeak by these swaps and get into the merge. Come merge, I know there's going to be another idol. I will find that idol. Calling my shot, like I said before. The idol's mine. I need 2 idols in my pocket to feel comfortable in this game.
So we'll see what happens. Okay, cool.
Alright, welcome new tribes, new Tokidoki, new El Norte Cat. First things first, I will take it back. Sadly, I have to. A couple people over there also need some new buffs, Camila and Katie. There are your new Tokidoki buffs. You can drop your El Norte ones. You have officially switched tribes at this point. Alright, for today's challenge, you'll be sending out groups of 3. One person will be on each of the posts for opposite tribes. 2 people from the other tribe will be attempting to pull that person off the post and across the finish line. First team to get the other tribe's person across wins a point. We are playing to 3 points. No biting, scratching, kicking, punching, anything to the groinal region. Keep your hands below their shoulders. Pull them off, keep them on the ground, no lifting them up. It's very simple, sort of. We will call you out for anything illegal, but essentially do not try to hurt the other person. All right, we'll give you a minute to strategize and get started. Here we go, survivors ready. Go! Everybody run up. Shannon and Ivy trying to rip Katie off. You got Camila and Matthew over there trying to rip Jack off. Nobody making progress yet.
Wait, this is like actually shockingly hard. I was like, this is gonna be fucking easy.
Ivy tearing at Katie's hands. Shannon going for the feet. They almost got Katie off. Matthew and Camille are struggling a little bit more. Ivy and Shannon almost have Katie fully off the pole. Shannon tackles her.
Never let
go. She's off the pole. They just gotta drag her back across the line.
Pull her, pull her, pull her!
Shannon yelling to pull. They're making some progress. Jack's still stuck on the pole over there. Katie almost back. Very close. Jack's still gripping the pole. Katie is over the line. El Norte scores point number 1. Round 2, El Norte leads 1-0. Survivor's ready. Go! Geronimo! Dale and Jackson trying to rip it.
You got her left, yes! Go, go, go! Yes!
And Megan.
Yes! You're good, Megan! Go!
Aliza comes off the pole immediately. Kat's struggling a little bit more.
Let's go! You got it, Kat! You did
Kat back. Dale and Jackson have off the pole. El Norte scores point number 2. We got Matthew and Kat on the pole.
Someone get like a close-up of Matt's butt.
Go!
Get his legs, let's go!
Nate and Ivy gonna go at Matt. Matt's butt crack sticking out a little bit there, not gonna lie. Whoa! Camila and Aliza trying to rip Kat off. Matthew on the pole with one arm and one leg, sort of.
Matthew, let's go, Matthew! Get back on! What did you just hold him down? What the fuck?
Camila a little frustrated. They cannot seem to get Kat off the pole.
You're good, Kat!
We got 1 minute left. Aliza and Camila need to get Kat off the pole.
Ivy, you're good! All your weight! All your weight! Shove him down!
Ivy and Nate,
Nice,
at
Ivy.
this point, just have to keep Matthew from getting back onto the pole.
Keep fighting, Kat!
Matthew doing everything he can. All right, we got 10
Kat, you're great,
seconds.
Kat!
8 seconds left.
Stay there, Kat! You're all good! You're all good!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and with that, El Norte scores the point and wins the challenge.
Good job. Good job.
Alrighty, well, in a hard-fought, grueling battle in the snow, El Norte takes this guy home, wins the challenge. Someone come and grab it.
That's you.
No,
Kat, come on.
Yeah.
You
fought hard. Her face
Kat
is like
grabs
a
it
one.
once again, but now for her new tribe, El Norte. That means Toki Doki, I will be seeing the 6 of you at Tribal Council this week, where one of you will be voted out of this game. That's all we got for you today. Grab your stuff, head on out. Good night.
Hi, it's 1 a.m. I'm walking home from the library. Yesterday we had the kicking and screaming immunity challenge and El Norte won.
I was like better at it than I thought. Not gonna flex, but like I ripped. Was it Aliza? I don't remember who it was. The first person, I like ripped them off the pole. And like both times I went, we won. So like, just saying, like, weapon.
We won immunity. Yay. I know Megan was talking to me before and she wanted us to throw the challenge because she felt bad for Camila, but like, I don't know. I was kind of scared that that I would be the one on the chopping block if we lost, and like.
So at least we won. I'm not going to tribal this week, so there is some benefit there.
I mean, honestly, obviously, it's like nice to be safe, I guess, and not have to go to tribal council. But I am so scared for Camila, who like since day one has been my #1 person in this game.
I'm just making this because I'm extra annoyed right now. Ugh. So, Megan goes, I love Megan, I do. She goes, I just don't think we'll be able to throw it because there's gonna be 3 people in our tribe, plus Nate probably trying. And I was like, whatever, don't throw it, I don't care. And then she was like, I don't want to sacrifice you though, especially like after Friday, because Friday me and Megan got like super close. So whatever, Megan. I love her still anyway, but whatever.
Jack told me that Matt called him before the challenge and said he was gonna throw it. Like, I was trying so hard, and that was a really tough challenge. So, like, I was kind of mad when I heard that, and I was like, God, like, F them. Like, alright, like, cool, that's super lame, you're just gonna vote us out.
And she was like, if you guys lose, I'll do everything in my power to make sure you don't go home like 100%. What are you gonna do, Megan? Same with Jack. They keep saying, I'll do everything to make sure you don't go home. You guys can't do anything, obviously.
What a rare sight. You just got to see me lose in a challenge for the first time. It's almost like we were trying to lose.
And then she goes, well, next week, we'll make sure to 100% throw it. Thanks! I'll probably be gone then, so it won't really matter if you throw them next week or not. So whatever, I don't care then.
A little unsure about whether throwing the challenge was a smart move. All my friends said not to do it. My mom said not to do it. My gut was kind of telling me not to do it. But I did it. For whatever reason.
There's no way that our 6 would have lost to their 6. Like, I got taken off by Ivy and Nate, and Cassidy on the pole with Elise and Jackson trying to take her off. Like, that just does not add up.
Honestly, if we wanted to win, I would have just done the pole 5 times in a row.
How come no one's reaching out to me? Like, why isn't anyone reaching out to me? And like, I'm obviously too scared to reach out to them because I know they're just gonna like tell each other. So no one wants to work with me? Is that it? That's what I'm thinking.
Camila and I are like somewhat being shy, but also like the other 4 just like are like, you know, they're talking way more with each other and stuff. So
Katie and Camila are apparently afraid to reach out to me because I'm old. I'm gonna call age discrimination bullshit on this. Like, I don't fucking bite. I'm just a normal human being. It's making me feel very non-included. So,
I mean, it was kind of unspoken that, like, if any of the El Nortes reach out to us, we should let them know. Like in the Tokidoki Without Producers group chat.
Jackson tells Megan that the 4 of them made a pact not to reach out to us. Oh! What the frick, man? W to the T to the F. Literally, what the heck? Why not? They're that strong. Literally, they're not gonna flip on each other and they're gonna vote. Then me and Katie are gonna go home. One of us are gonna go home.
But like, thank God, sweet angel Jackson reached out to me.
So none of them have talked to me yet. You're the only person who's reached out to me.
Yeah. And I sort of just wanted to kind of be the first person to get to her what she said I was, which is good.
Yes, I'm so happy I'm talking to you right now.
And then make sure that, you know, she feels good about me, maybe better with me than she does the returnees, because I have, you know, some fears that maybe they're not 100% with me for the Tokidoki.
Such a nice guy, and we were just talking. He's updating me on everything that happened over at Tokidoki so far, and I told him everything from my point of view.
Jackson got all paranoid that Eliza and Matthew are way closer than they lead on and that they're close with Jack. So Jackson wanted to preempt that by reaching out to Katie and making sure Katie was on her side. So he reached out to Katie earlier this week.
So maybe Jackson reached out to her initially because he knew she was going to be looking for somebody.
Jackson, he's not like a very like personable person, so I've never like trusted him that much. I've never really like understood him that much.
And I mean, maybe he really has nothing to hide. Maybe it's not something he's coming clean about. Or like worst case, he's trying to plot something and needs her on his side.
And then like now hearing that this is going on, it just like makes me even more like, I don't know, like I feel like very done with Jackson right now.
Still in separate tribes.
Yeah.
But still I think we can definitely help each other.
Yeah, and that was where the fun begins, you know?
Yeah.
I try to push hard for Camila to save her. And like, I don't know how hard I can push without it being like, why is he pushing so hard for her? Like, maybe just best to get her out. It's gonna be like kind of a really delicate thing.
Do I want to strengthen Jack? Do I want to weaken him? If I get rid of Camila, will he become closer to me? you know, or is Camila a number that like Jack and I could use?
Probably wanted to see if I could keep her, obviously because like I know you
Yeah.
two were close, and like we could like kind of join some forces come the merge if we all made it. I'm just scared that Jackson's trying to use Katie to like pull a move next week on either me and Eliza or me and Dale, because I'm not sure who he's tightest with.
Alright, well, I think that meeting with Matthew went well. I think Camila's gonna be safe. I think so.
If we really want to go to like extreme lengths, then like I can meet with Katie and Camilla and be like, hey, I'm willing to flip. Like, Katie, you need to vote for Dale. Camilla, you need to vote for Dale. Let's all vote for Dale. It'll be over.
Am I enabling Jack? Maybe. But like, I think he would have my best interest as well.
But the other thing is, I just feel like I'm in a really delicate place right now with, between Matthew and Eliza.
Yeah.
What a group right here. Exactly. 3 seasons of Survivor. Exactly. Repping 1, 2, and 3. That's actually fine.
I even said to Jack also, like, you, me, Matt, and Jack should, like, meet sometimes. And, like, kind of, like, solidify this more so that, like, when the time comes, like, we're, like, there is, like, a level of trust there.
So it's definitely going to be tricky if I want to work with Jack.
Like, I don't really feel like working with Tokidoki anymore. Like, I kind of, like, maybe want to work with Jack and Camila and, like, see how this goes and, like, spice things up a little bit. Because, like, I don't totally feel like I can trust everyone on my tribe.
Keep each other's names. Not necessarily like doesn't have to be like voting together, but just like keeping each other's names like away from the chocolate box. Would be so huge.
Yeah, definitely.
No, yeah, I heard like you and Camilla were like afraid to talk to me because I'm so old or some shit.
No, I wasn't like that. No,
you
my
didn't
whole-
reach out to me, so thanks. I had to
No,
reach out to
okay,
you.
no. The only reason
What the
I didn't
fuck?
reach out to anybody, I didn't reach out to anybody because I wanted to see. So like, obviously going in, like, Camila and I wanted to see like who was with who, you know, because we had no idea like if you guys felt closer with certain people because our goal was to like find the crack.
Yeah.
And like try
How'd
to
that go?
split you guys. There's no cracks. Like, you guys are like everyone loves each other. The conversation with Dale went really well. I'm kind of like in a good mood, or at least I'm just excited. Like, I know I'm on the bottom, but for some reason I'm just like having a good time being on the bottom and figuring this out. I just like reiterated that I was like super loyal to like keeping El Norte strong, like post the tribe swap, like if we could all make it to the merge.
Yeah.
But like I have no intention of doing
Right,
that. Like
right.
I'm still like really mad about it.
Any way we could like diminish Jack's like
Power.
power in this game
Yeah.
is like a win for the rest of us that aren't Matthew.
So, but like, would you consider like making a move now, or is that more of like a future thing?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make a move now, but like I
Right.
think like getting rid of Camilla would essentially be a move of weakening Jack.
Yeah, I think so
Because if they're
too.
that
Now, it's like, do I just throw Katie on the bus? And you know how hard it is? Katie, I'm sorry, Katie. Katie can be so stupid. Katie can be the dumbest. Katie doesn't understand anything sometimes. So how do I make it seem like it's better to keep me than it is to keep Katie?
And then so I met with Jack today, and he basically said like, yeah, you should definitely try to keep her. We talked over some options.
I don't know if my best move is really throw her under the bus. Because what? If we lose 2 times, it doesn't matter if I threw her under the bus the first time and I go out the second time. Like, that point doesn't matter. I need someone to flip. And I'm hoping my best bet is Matthew.
There we go. Little cross tribe going on.
Well, we're actually on the same tribe.
Oh yeah, exactly. Well, yeah. If we want Katie gone, then like I'll let you know, and that'll be like fine. We'll probably split the votes and then give her a revote. If it is you, then maybe I'll give you a heads up, and maybe you can try to talk to Katie beforehand and see if you can get her to vote for somebody else.
I hope that he'll work with me. I maybe can just stick my head up his butthole and just stay there, and then maybe it'll be fine.
And then hopefully I could pass it off to Camilla next week as like, hey, like I saved you. I talked I think it would be true. Like talk to Elise at some point, just kind of bring up the fact that like, you even say to Elise like I was working with Jack, like I'm fine to work with returnees, and you can say like I could be a big help to the people that are gonna be threats like at the merge, you know. But then I was like, Jack, like everything she's like Camilla saying to Megan could be taken back to Jackson. But then we both had the idea, like, wait a second, like, we could easily convince Jackson to keep Camilla if Camilla talked to Megan and was like, hey, Megan, talk to Jackson, put in a good word for me, maybe Megan convinces Jackson to keep Camilla. And then all of a sudden, me, Elise, and Jackson want to keep Camilla, and then she's fine, and hopefully next week she'd be more loyal to me than to Jackson.
So they're definitely gonna ask why Ben got voted off and all this stuff, and like whether someone told you that Ben was talking.
Yeah.
And so if you tell them that I did, that'll suck.
Wait, you actually didn't tell anybody that you talked to me?
No.
Really?
On my tribe, no one knows. So I was actually feeling a little bad that, my actions caused Matt to look like a rat. Ivy's mad at him.
First of all, Matthew is sus. I don't trust Matthew, but he had to be saying something to Jack.
There might have potentially been someone else who talked to someone else and revealed similar sets of information. I can't tell you too much.
You can.
I really can't, though.
Why can't you tell me this? Who?
Because it's bad. It's bad.
How's it bad? What do you mean? Was it Ivy? Did she like double-cross Ben? Who was the other person that talked to you guys?
Nobody.
Circle back.
Nobody. No one has talked to me.
Yeah. Did Matthew talk to Jack?
A public cross-tribe alliance can really fuck you over, which is why Jack and I's is private for now, I hope.
Have you talked to Matt since this thing has come out?
Yeah, he texted me.
Potentially. I'm not supposed to reveal
So yes.
this information.
I know you're not, and I'm not supposed to reveal the stuff on my tribe. And what do you know? Matt was a rat.
If anyone else, I didn't tell you that.
Yeah, obviously.
Are you close with Eliza?
She also wanted to talk to me about the...
Together?
Yeah.
No one knows I've spoken to you.
Matt and Eliza both talked to Jack
Really?
and told him that Ben's plans had changed and he might be in danger.
Not just him, Eliza too. And me, but it's excusable when I do it. It's fine. I'm the hero of this story.
So they're literally all working together.
Oh, interesting.
Exactly.
Matt and Eliza.
Yeah.
Eliza's.
And Jack has been talking to
I know that. Well, yeah. But Matt and Eliza both went to Jack. Both told him what Ivy told us about Ben. Eliza's probably the best person in this game. Because they're working with Jack, and they wanted Jack in the game, not Ben. This is huge news.
I've told you too much.
No, you've everything you've told me makes me more on your side, though. Interesting. Those talks with Megan are always so worthwhile. She gives up so much information.
I cannot believe what you just did to me.
I didn't do anything to you.
Megan told Jackson. Why would you do that? Megan, why would you do that and not tell me? Megan, why would you do that and not tell me?
I'm telling you.
You told me after. Why did you tell me before? Megan, why would you say that? I'm gonna go home because you said that. Megan, I'm being so serious. Why would you do that?
I wasn't thinking.
Megan, why would you do it and not say anything? Megan. I cannot believe you did this.
Either.
Megan, why would you do this?
I don't know.
When did you do it? When did you tell him? Right after I told you?
No, I thought about it for a little bit.
And you didn't tell me?
Well, you were gonna say no.
Yeah, but don't you understand why?
Yeah.
So why couldn't you just wait until after?
I know, I should have.
No, what if I go home because you did
You're
this?
not gonna go home!
Camila was kind of yelling at Megan, and I think Megan started crying, and then Camila started crying. And
Megan, you do realize that if Jackson tells Matthew, and then Matthew realizes that, I told you that me and Matthew met up, and that you told Jackson this, and that lied about it, then Matthew's not gonna trust me, and Matthew's not gonna want to keep me in the game, Matthew's gonna vote me out?
I didn't think that far.
Megan, I'm very upset with you right now.
I know.
Can you take me to Agapella practice?
Okay.
Signing off.
We pretty much have to, out of today, we have to come to a decision. Yeah. I think that Camila is a bigger threat moving forward in the merge because she'll likely go back to Jack and Megan.
So like, does not close us on.
Any effort to
I know, that's like the thing.
That's
Is they don't
perfect,
want
though.
to keep her. Like, it's like, that's why it's like, because it's like Camila has like talks with us and like.
But they're scared since I talked to Katie that Katie's more on my side and I'm trying to posture myself for maybe future moves. So they worry about keeping Katie and then like me using Katie against them, which like sure, that'd be great.
Matt and I are definitely pulling for Camila now because Camila is really tight with Jack, and because we like Camila more than we like Katie, and because we know that Jackson talked to Katie without telling us.
So it's a reasonable fear, but the thing is they can't push to keep Camille over Katie without showing their hand completely and saying that.
It's just because I don't know Katie, I guess. I'm just like, and I feel like if no one's like, I guess she did end up making the effort, but like to like reach out to me, but then it's like
17 hours
like,
effort.
yeah, like it was just like, it's like another person who it's like, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, like I can't say if I'd want to play with that. And so it's like.
And so for all of those reasons, we want Camila to stay, and we're going to fight for Camila to stay, even though originally people wanted Camila gone because everyone knew Camila was closer to Jack.
But I don't know, like I definitely think Camila and Jack are the closest, and I would rather keep Camila if Jack goes next time, but if Jack stays next time, then I see how it's better to keep Katie.
I still need to try to keep the one that would be more loyal to me, which would still be Camila. So what it boils down to is, yeah, I think I should keep Camila.
If I hit it my way, it's going to be Camila going home. We'll see what actually happens.
I don't think I'll turn on either on the returnees this week. I think it's just too early. And if I'm thinking that, hopefully they're thinking that.
Maybe Jackson's just a big old. Maybe he's just a pussy. But I don't like to assume.
I'm gonna win this for you, Ben, and it's gonna be glorious at the end. When I get them back, like, I mean, it would be perfect if like I voted out Camila and was like, that was for Ben.
This is gonna be a tricky one. I don't know.
Alright, Tokidoki, welcome to Tribal Council as new Tokidoki, your new tribe. We'll start off with the challenge. Matthew, you guys got 4 Tokidoki members. Tokidoki was kind of on a roll in the challenges for the most part. You, Jackson, and Dale seem to be some strong guys. What happened to the challenge?
I think they just wanted it more, which is unfortunate that we didn't bring like our 100% effort. You know, I think we were trying, but I mean, they just wanted it more.
Camila, does that ring true about the challenge loss?
Yeah, I would just say that they wanted it more, for sure.
Alright. Camila, did the two of you try to work together, maybe look for cracks in the 4 and see what you could kind of figure out?
Tokidoki's pretty strong. They seem to be best friends, one happy family. I don't think I'll ever get any of them to flip, so.
Elisa, does that ring true? You guys, the 4 of you put up a united front. The 4 of you are sticking together this vote, for sure.
I would say so, yes.
Jackson? Yeah?
Hope so.
Why you and Camila would then volunteer to be on the 2 if the assumption was you're going to be on the minority of a new tribe?
Well, we were under the assumption, or like how we decided was basically like whoever ends up being the 3 selected, they would throw the challenge to save the other 2, because we were going into it being like, we gotta stay strong as like El Norte, like post this tribe swap. And so, I mean, it's stupid looking back now, but like that was sort of like, we thought that Jack, Nate, and Megan were gonna throw that challenge to save us. So, I mean, like, yeah, we're just dumb.
Alright, then I guess before we get to the vote, Katie or Camila, anything that you guys want to say to change the minds or sway the opinions of the 4 Tokidoki members?
I'm like ready to like work with you guys. I'd be loyal. Like I have no allegiance to old El Norte. I feel like after the last vote, there's not much I can do with them. So I was really looking for new people, and I feel like I found new people. So I'm really excited to like move forward if you keep me, and I think I'll be good in this next challenge hopefully.
Take it away, Camila.
Okay, I would say that I'm a very fun person to be with. I feel like we'll have a great time together, and that you'll lose out on like a lot of great memories you could have made with me. So
So if you don't vote me out, and I guess the same things as Katie, I'll be very loyal to you guys. I have no allegiances. It's only you guys. Actually, I had no other friends besides you guys. And I'm hoping that we'll hang out after this. So yeah.
All right, two very interesting pitches. We will see how that works out. It is time to vote. Dale, you're up first.
Tonight, my vote is for.
Please don't play an idol. If you do go home, this is the message I want you guys to play. I fooled you last week. How did you let me do it again, Katie? And if I go home, then like, you're the best. Always loved you. I'm so glad we're both such smart players. And yeah. Hope this is right.
I'll go tally the votes. All right, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Katie. Katie. Camila. 2 votes Katie, 1 vote Camila, 3 votes left. Camila. Katie. 3 votes Katie, 2 votes Camila, 1 vote left. Camila, we have a tie. Here's how it's gonna work. Katie and Camila, you guys will not vote. The other 4 of you will re-vote, and you can only vote for Camila or Katie. Dale, you go first again. I'll go tally the votes. First vote. Camila. Camila. 2 votes Camila, 2 votes left. 5th person voted out of Survivor Michigan, Wolverine Wars. Camila, that's 3. That's enough. Camila, the tribe has spoken. On to you go.
Bye. It was nice meeting all of you guys.
Alright, well, the 4 Tokidoki stuck together, united front. Only time will tell if that was the right decision to make. Next week on Survivor Michigan.
I feel like this is my fault in a way.
So flipping pissed with Jack, who has lied to me 16 times.
From there, the night turned to absolute shit.
We're far from out of it.
It just got all sorts of fucking clusterfuck.
I'm gonna say that this is the worst day of my life. You know, when we say some things, fuck you, Katie. Just joking, she's really cool. I was thinking I'm voted out because Katie's freaking doing nothing and I was on the minority. It was just like a bad circumstance with the worst person to be on with. And this is the worst day of my life.
Next time, don't volunteer to go on majority drive.
I'm sorry, but Jack screwed you over. This wasn't gonna happen until Jack fucked up.
All right, bye.
I'm just
Yep.